Hello and welcome to the Washington Week Backstory, where we go behind the scenes a little bit with our reporters who tell us a little bit more about what they've been reporting and writing about. I'm joined here by Yoki Dreesen, who is the managing editor of Foreign Policy magazine and co-author of an article with Sean Naylor called Mission Unstoppable, which was so interesting. You went in depth into how the CIA has turned out to be our most powerful intelligence agency, not just spying, but also killing.
Not just spying, and exactly. I mean, arguably, they've evolved from an organization that did the Cold War kind of stuff of dropping briefcases and recruiting double agents and trying to get someone to be drunk or bribed or someone willing to talk to the U.S., to an organization that tracks and kills people around the globe, whether it's drone strikes in Yemen, drone strikes in Pakistan, and Somalia. They are predominantly now an organization devoted to killing. They still do traditional espionage, and if you say to them this question, they'll say, no, we're still a spy agency. But if you look at what the focus has been for them over the last 10, 11, 12 years, it's killing. And that's a sea change for this organization, different than at any point in its history.
What's the difference between the Director of National Intelligence and CIA? I don't think most people would understand that there is a distinction.
One has power and one doesn't. The Director of National Intelligence has a wonderful title, and that's about it. He has no control over the budgets of any of the intel agencies. And as you know, money in Washington is how you make things work or not work. And if you don't have control over the budgets, you're basically irrelevant, which is what everyone who's had that job has found. The director of the CIA has the ear of the president. John Brennan, the current director, even more so. He was a presidential advisor and a close Obama aide for years. And when it's a covert mission, which is to say the missions that really matter, a drone strike, trying to get someone, let's say a double agent into Al-Qaeda, which we haven't done, but a mission like that, the director of national intelligence is cut out completely. And then the CIA director just talks directly to the president. So nominally, you have the Director of National Intelligence meant to be between the two, the President, Director of National Intelligence, CIA Director. But if it's a covert mission, that middle layer disappears entirely and goes straight CIA Director to the President with nothing in between.
And so when we think about the tools of intelligence, whether it's drone strikes or just drone surveillance or torture or enhanced interrogation, that is all the purview of the CIA.
That's all the purview of the CIA. And even attempts to rein them in on the Hill have really gone nowhere. Senator Dianne Feinstein from California, who had been an ally of the CIA for most of her career, obviously was the person behind the torture report, and nothing came of it. John Brennan's job is secure. The CIA said, we no longer use these things. But John Brennan, when he was first asked about it, gave himself an out. And he basically said, we've stopped using it because that's what we've been told by the president, but made clear in what he didn't say that a future president could put them right back into effect. So even on the Senate, where there should be the power to oversee the CIA, there's been less of a willingness to try to do it. So
what happens when the CIA is wrong, say, when they say with great certainty that there are WMDs in Iraq?
You have potentially historic problems. They were wrong about Iraq, and that will be a stain on them forever. On a smaller scale, if they say drone strike X will only kill an Al-Qaeda operative, we saw what happened only a few weeks back when they announced that a drone strike killed Warren Weinstein, an American hostage, Giovanni Laporto, an Italian hostage. They got that wrong. So if you're going to compare Iraq war to the lives of two Americans, one American, one Italian, no matter how tragic those losses, they don't compare. But if you're looking at what happens when the CIA is wrong on a given drone strike, it's death. Death of civilians, Pakistani civilians, Yemeni civilians, Americans, Italians.
It's a fascinating deep dive into the way we understand and don't understand the way our national intelligence works. Mission Unstoppable. Yoki Dreesen, thank you.
Thanks, Gwen.